Good evening, fellow viewers. Welcome to another episode of the No Kunny Talk Show. I am your host, Capo Daniel, aka Sense Pass King. I want to salute all una. Welcome televiewers for ACN. We want to watch me for Ground Zero, for Ambazonia, as well as for Biafra land and across the continent Africa. I want to salute all our viewers, especially for Sierra Leone and Gabon. I don't get a lot of feedback from you people. I want to greet you and to greet all those internally display people them from Ambazonia and across the globe, and especially the Africans where they struggle for migrating to Europe. For salute those one they for Libya, for Cyprus, for tell them say we dey monitor their case, and their case they always day before we. So ladies and gentlemen, all wanna be highly welcome. Welcome. This one at the show will bring una the truth and nothing but the truth. Now a show we would then take the mantle for go out there for make sure say we do our research for bring una investigative report about the in-depth workings of the Ambazonia Liberation Movement and now the Biafran Liberation Movement and all the various movements across African continent that stand for truth. Remember, I am the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, so it is also a privilege to be in this capacity in this show. So I'll be bringing you defense updates directly from the Ambazonia Defense Forces. I want to salute all man. We are there for America, for Germany, and all over the world. As we get ready for this powerful show for today, I get some footage is the way they come from Ground Zero. I will bring up for now with a big revelation where that happened for inside our headquarters with the interrogation of a civilian where then give a big revolution about what will happen for Lebialem. That one it could come, and also some issue them concerning the Biafran Liberation Movement. I will also bring up for now. All man be welcome. As the tradition it can be for this show, we always start with some little bit of entertainment for keep everybody relaxed and for give me time for salute those who did watch me for YouTube. Make it be an interactive show. So without much ado, make a jump straight for bring una this video where I like them so much before I bring una song. Now the one for Ambazonia Bobo, Ambazonia baby. I just love this baby. It reminds me of myself. Says Past King.
Carry it, come, Ambazonia Bobo. Carry it, wow, Ambazonia Bobo. International. Small pikin no dey for Ambazonian. Any small pikin get power, Ambazonian Bobo, Ashia Papa.
Confirm, Ambazonia Bobo. Now sense past king than that, now look on than that. Would encourage our people then for be hardworking, for maintain the value system will get them things from our tradition, our culture, such a wonderful people. We should never lose track of those environments where we grow up in the neighborhood. As the talk say for Africa, it takes a village to raise a child indeed. Now so we grow up. So we will keep on reminding ourselves through this type of footages who we are. And today also the same video I get them for play for entertainment. Now one way now quarter picking them also area boys. It will also remind me of the same. Enjoy this video. So I go take this time to salute all my way they online. Be online, the 2 day online. Wow, Boga, na Mama Walida. Wow, I'm calling you Cafe, our OGs. I salute you and I welcome you. Those way they don't open their TV, allow me into their living room, for their parlor, for Ambazonia, for Biafra across the globe. I want to thank una for accepting me today, for come talk for una and bring una good update about Ambazonia Revolution. All money plays D. For our commander them and our captain them for Ground Zero. I want to salute General Cobra, the biggest general for inside Mezam. I want to salute General Talk and Do, General Sumanguru. We get a message for now. I hope we go get time for play for salute our Supreme General Ifang, for salute Captain Small Pikin and all our Benji and every other person who I don't remember on the name right now. I want to throw una salute, and Mr. T also for inside Boyo, I salute una, and I hope the all man the place a day. Today na CIC, he birthday for this show. Even though it don't pass na he birthday for the show. Ma for this song, I want to go for that climax. Hey, Benham, hey, do it, hey. Do it, hey. Benham, Immaculate, who's the Immaculate Woman of God Day? Immaculate, who's the Woman of God Day? Mama Walika shake up. Hey, all Bamenda boy them, Kumba boy, get down. All boy them for Ekona, una can dance, una can saka, Mutenge the boy them, all man, una saka. So that is it. At the gate incoming, and at the gate incoming, it come. Una hold on.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, Pastor, they on live. We'll chat later. So they get new update that they come from ground zero. We're going to pick her up later. So, ladies and gentlemen, all now welcome for the No Kunny Talk Show. This one now a platform where they bring on the truth and nothing but the truth. Now platform where they also hold leaders them to account for make sure say thing where they promise and for na thing where be attainable and na things where they fit do them. Now I job that and would make a mantle, would take a commitment for always do that one, for speak without fear or favor, and for always bring una the truth and for follow the evidence wherever it be, and whoever it be against for speak them, even for ourselves, for also apologize. Like today I will make a small apology, but that one you know go be our main focus. We get big things and for do big fishes for fry, and today we go give una some big revelation where you don't come out for one of the people where they be there for inside ADF custody. They be interview for our headquarters. I go play that video for una make una see am. And also we'll get a lot for Giam. I will use the Giam as it go. Get some footages for the action we will take up for inside Bui, for inside Ma, and also the population where the rise up for womb and many others. So we will go straight inside there. And for my opening statement, I go want to give a small, just a short talk as we always do for my opening statement. And today will be very brief. I hope less than 1 minute. And I hope John Dinka go to watch you one, and for salute Pa, my Pa for inside Canada, Pa Benjamin, I salute you, and also for salute Mama and the staff for inside Natiko. Na for that come there, so it always call me some teacher waiting for them. So ladies and gentlemen, remember to always be yourself. You know, I also have a page, a Facebook page called Sense Pass King. It's a page where I focus on humor. I have a humor side of my life, and I like to share those humor. And I want to advise everybody out there to make sure you live your life, even in the battlefield. I remember Fidel Castro. He had a lot of humor, and if you read his biography, you discover he had a very good time even while the war was going on. And always be yourself. Some people they ask me, say, Capo, why you make fun? Why you make comedy? It means you don't live struggle. No. You can always be yourself. You can multitask. You can do more than one thing. And that part of me, that comedy part of me, now a part where I want to always share with people where they be close to me and people where they feel listen for me. And I believe will always be myself and not carry myself for more than way to where I be. Some people they talk say you are a leader. Why can't you act like a leader? Why are you making fun? And I tell them say I be don't tell una say I be now a leader. I be don't ask someone say I want be someone a leader. No, we have a leader. Our leader is Dr. Cho Ayaba. There are other leaders of other factions who are also our leaders. But we have major leader because not everybody have the same influence. Not everybody have the same degree of push towards our liberation struggle in terms of strategy, diplomacy, and all those things. So we have a leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba, and nobody, because you are popular, think that you are a leader. You'll be making a big mistake. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am myself. I'm Capo Daniel. I'm Sense Basking. I can only help the nation by assisting the leader, one person at a time. Now, only one captain fit drive a ship. Only one driver fit drive motor at a time. So, Dr. Cho Ayaba today. And it happens for BC today, my birthday. So, what a wonderful thing. My opening statement will start by mentioning that. So, I will keep on maintaining my humor while doing the serious stuff on the pages that I can. Now, just so a day. I'll always be myself. I'll never try to be something else. That will be just not me, be me. Remember that I am also an ordained minister. Can you imagine, Capo Daniel? I'm ordained in the Solid Rock Church. It's a big Pentecostal church, but that was not something I wanted to. But the pastor told me that God asked them to ordain me. So I'm ordained. I've also graduated in the seminary, so I'm a seminarian as well. I can give benediction, but my path is the path of Messianic Judaism. So that is the path of a rabbi. I'm not saying I'm not a rabbi, I do, but that is my path. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once more for this show, and I want to thank you for trusting me to listen to me, and I'll always be faithful to you, the people, and to be honest to you every time and give you the truth and nothing but the truth. It's a very hard time for our people and the people across Africa, the Biafran people as well. And the least we can do is to maintain some standard. And these days, people make accusation, they do everything. It's very easy to go down that way, but we have to keep up some standard for the sake of our people and for the sake of who we are, men of faith, men of honor and dignity and character. That is very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going straight into our program now, and we will start by wishing happy birthday to our CIC on this show. It was, I think, yesterday, Dr. Cho Ayaba, the CIC Commander-in-Chief of the Ambazonia Defense Forces, the Executive President of the Ambazonia Governing Council, the leader of our War of Liberation. Happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday, Papa. I don't want me to call any man Papa because the Republic style that, but many of our forces they call you Papa, so I call you also Papa. Now a role model for me, na person who I learn a lot for you, and I feel talk say I be today uncompromised, I be capable for maintain my principle because I don't see somebody who will be a leader where you get principle. At the end of the day, we for all down succumb or just compromise and go along with things because all the leaders you go around, you see all of them had to compromise their core value. Abacho is not perfect. I'm sure he made mistakes during his life, but he had come, the time I knew him in this struggle, he had come to maturity and he has just given us a lot. Can you imagine this guy is just 29 years old? And the wife must be a very good wife to maintain him and give him to Ambazonia day after day. He's very focused, a motivational person. I draw a lot of energy and inspiration from him. He's a wise leader. I'm very proud to support him. He's a democratic person, somebody who trusts every official. If you look at the organization of the governing council and the ADF, everybody has, when they give you a position, they actually empower you to do your best. Nobody controls you. You really have the chance, and you have people who hold you to account. They bring expectation, they measure you. It's really like the corporate war we know in Hong Kong. I never knew we could have this guy in Africa. So, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to Dr. Cho Ayaba. I want to take this opportunity to give you a little background about this man, Dr. Cho Ayaba. I think his early days, I don't know if he was born in Victoria. He's born probably in Atlantic states, not in the northern states. But I don't know. But all I know from his biography is that his early days was in Victoria. He grew up in Victoria until I think about 7 or 10 years when his father was retired. His father was have served in the Second World War fighting along the British people. So he was a young man who grew up in Victoria, the city that La Republic have renamed Limbe, and we have taken it. It is Victoria. He grew up in Victoria, and primary school when he was about 7 to 10 years old. They retired. He came back to Bamenda and went to school. I think in I don't want to call the school. It's a GHS. I will not call that name for that school where he went to school, and in the Atlantic states, in the Savannah states, and in I think in Bali area, there's somewhere like that. And he studied science. Dr. Cho was supposed to be a doctor in science. He studied science, but he was dismissed in the university because he went to the university the early days where Anglophone they be the fight for get an English university, and he was admitted there. He was dismissed and banned from attending any university in La République du Cameroon or in Ambazonia. So he had to flee the country by boat, and he went and lived like a refugee. He succeeded in life, and he had a citizenship in Norway as well. So as a young, but he keep on fighting for his people, and there are a lot of history of him fighting for his people, and we are very happy. And also, he was an SDF member and also an elected SDF secretary. Is it spokesperson or secretary in Moliko? Can you imagine? This guy is more of a southerner. So he was an elected official in the SDF in Moliko, and he took part in the AAC1 and AAC2, All Anglophone Conference. So he's somebody who knows the politics, and we are very lucky. Happy birthday, Dr. Cho Ayaba. Today he is the president of the governing council, and we have called him the leader of our liberation war, because that is who he is for us, and that is what characterizes his activity during this liberation movement. Happy birthday, sir. So we will go straight into serious business. I've wished him happy birthday by donating $25 to ttof.net. That is the ADF website. If you don't want to contribute to Lucas or to Mama Wali or to any of us, the officials, that is where I do my donation. And also, mind you, when I go do my Chakara, or I go do my Arabian Nights for weekend, how the Jaf, I always make sure say before I buy Mimbo, I donate some money for one man for inside ADF also. So take that inspiration. Which I have a true birthday, happy birthday by donating $25, a token just like Capo Daniel. When I know some of us can't talk about riches, but we are proud of our hard work that we do every day to put bread on the table. And I believe that is the inspiration we should be giving people rather than showing people how much you can make or whatever. But it's better to inspire people to work hard. That is the right thing to do. So we will start today before we get inside Amba. Maybe we'll get a little bit view for our allies, the Biafran people, the way they for next door. They then start this wonderful movement. And I want for just inspire our Biafran people and tell them, say, they get a lot to learn from our experience. And in our engagement is very, very refreshing, and it'd be very good. Say most of them they talk pidgin, so it'd be very good where we discuss with the Eastern Security Network how discussion did it go, everything for the collaboration it move despite the works of the enemy. And for inside, so I want to share on this video for all my Biafran friends and patriots who are listening to me. And the case of Nnamdi Kanu is going on, and there is a ploy where the Biafran people have to be aware of. And I want you to watch this video with me, and then I'm going to tell you what is going on. Sorry for that technical.
Ready to go. I think what will have happened was to celebrate a new nation. By now, the Igbo country, the Biafra would have progressed far, and perhaps the remaining part of Nigeria would have progressed. Now, what we have is the Southwest now also agitating for self-determination. The Southeast is also agitating for self-determination, but the National Assembly is deliberately avoiding that issue and going ahead with a constitutional review that will still not solve the problem. That's why we filed a suit before the Federal High Court in Abuja. We joined the National Assembly, the Attorney General, and separately the Senate President and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. What we are praying for is for the court to order a halt of the constitution review exercise and direct the National Assembly to organize or get the president, the executive, or even the international community to come in and organize what we want to look what should be a referendum peacefully for any unit of the country that says it does not want to be Nigeria. I mean, there's no point forcing it into being something it does not want to be. And not only we were not only concerned about Biafra, we said any unit, because you see this issue of Nigeria for quite long now. The truth has emerged that nobody was consulted, even before the name was given. You can see.
So, for all my Biafran people, make una no be deceived. We wouldn't go through the same thing. Lies, attempts to suppress, agitation, attempts to make us not to do the things that if we do, we are going to have our freedom. Now you can see in the zoo called Nigeria, they are now debating and talking about maybe they should go to the parliament. Maybe the parliament is going to authorize a referendum. Maybe the courts, they will go to the court. The court maybe force the government of Nigeria to do a referendum so that the country can decide whether they want to separate or not. That will not happen. They can only give you a fake debate and all those things because they know that they need to give you hope, something to cling on, then distract you from doing what you need to do to be free. Freedom does not come free. Nobody will give Nigeria independence through referendum. If you are lucky to have a real referendum, that means you have independence because everybody knows the outcome, that nobody wants to be in that shit hole called Nigeria. The truth is now coming out that no state in Nigeria was consulted before the amalgamation, before the separation of the various legislatures in Nigeria, the various states that made up Nigeria. Those states had international personality. They were independent entity that the British government had an obligation according to the Atlantic Charter that it had signed to respect the people's right. That Atlantic Charter is binding and it requires that for any status, external status of any territory to be changed, it must be done with consent and not against the will of those people. The Biafran people never wanted to be separated as the eastern state. They were never consulted. They never gave their approval, and that was a violation of their people's right. They have the right to reconstitute themselves and choose the outlook of their political state. If they want independence, they will have it. But they have to know that independence will come to Biafra not because of court or because of the of legislation in Nigeria, because that institution is built to protect itself. All these gimmicks are just to calm Biafrans because they don't want you to use your power. The two powers the Biafran have that they don't want to use is the millions and millions of Biafrans who are in the diaspora. They have to mobilize themselves and protest in front of the White House, in front of Downing Street, in Paris. They have to stand up all over the world. If Biafran people can protest in China, the white people are afraid that your protest is going to prick the conscience of their society to look in their face and see what is being done to the Biafran people and not deny the aspiration of your people. You must make some noise, Biafran. The second thing they are afraid of is that Biafran is going to follow the example of the Ambazonians. Ambazonians, they have marginalized us and reduced our number to 3 million when we are actually 8 million. They know that if the Biafrans take the policies of the Ambazonian to make Biafra ungovernable for Nigeria, that will be all. There will be no election, there will be no legitimate representative of Nigerian states. And the question of what to fill that vacuum will come. And the people of that land will have to decide. You don't have to give Nigeria an option. It is war. Freedom is not free. Go and read history. No people have been free by begging, by asking for their oppressor to give them freedom. It will not happen. There are 3 steps for Biafran independence. And all this will come with your union, your alliance with the Ambazonian people through the Ambazonia Governing Council and the Ambazonia Defense Forces. This is a blessing that God had made to happen. We were destined to be together. When we were together in Cameroon, they were calling us Biafran people because we were destined to be together. Not just because we were together in under the eastern states of Nigeria, even though we were autonomous and have a special status because the international system already recognized us as a people. That is going to benefit the Biafran people. They should know fighting for Ambazonia is for fighting for Biafra. Ambazonia fighting for Biafra is for fighting for themselves. We are one and our destinies are tied together. We will fight with you in the battlefield. We will fight with you on the trenches. Our leader have made the commitment and we are going to do just that. So there are only 3 ways that Biafran is going to have their independence. Or that the war will even come and give you the chance to have your independence. If you succeed and go through all these stages we have asked you. 1, make sure that the international community cannot enjoy the resources of Biafra through its recognition or business with the Nigerian Fulani government. How do you have to do so? You have to stop all export out of Biafran land. You have to destroy every single economic machinery in Biafra land. That is the way the Haiti had their independence. They call it the Haiti solution. Before the Haiti could have their independence, they know that the French people would never allow them to go because they were the most richest and they gave the highest amount of tax to France. The only thing they could do, because no matter how many French people they kill, the French people will buy new soldiers to fight you. They will recruit new people to fight you. They knew that the French people were in Haiti because of the plantation. To have their independence, they burn all the plantation down. For Biafra to have its independence, they must use the Haiti solution. Every revenue that goes to Nigerian government must stop. Every industry, the petroleum, better burn it down and be poor. Get your freedom and rebuild it from scratch. Otherwise, all generations of Biafrans will live a life of subjugation, frustration. All of them will become exiles. All of them will become exiles. Number 2, the diasporan push for disturbance in the West. The West are afraid of the diasporan population for Biafra. Biafra is a nation of 64 million people. They are everywhere. The white man is afraid of protests in their land about Biafra. You must do it. You have no choice. The last one is that unless there is gross human life being lost in Biafra because of this Nigeria forcing to impose itself, you have no choice. But you have to fight for your freedom. You have to kick Nigerian out. You will not beg Nigerian to give you freedom when they are there in your land. So it is attainable. Many countries, if South Sudan can have its independence, remember South Sudan was an integral part of Sudan when they had their independence. But they could not coexist because of the Islamic nature of the government, given that their demography was, for the most part, Christians. They were not compatible. The Biafrans don't want to be in that country. There is no reason for them to be there. But they have to do what it takes. You will not walk into your freedom. Freedom will not come from heaven. Nnamdi Kanu will not be released because lawyers say A, B, C, D. No. He was not arrested with an arrest warrant. So why would you expect that they will go to case and say A, B, C? That case will end in pre-trial. They just have to go there. They pay the lawyer to go and make the case that he should not even be tried in the first place. Once they will lose that one because they will have to lose. But even that process itself will be used to suppress the agitation and suppress the people of Biafra from doing the right thing. because they'll be prolonging it, prolonging it every day, prolonging it. They'll make. What will the judge do? The judge know the game. They are paying him there for something. Never you count on a judge. So my brothers and my sister in Biafra, Biafra independence will not come. It will be taken. I know we are all religious, we are all God ordained and all those things, but remember that the freedom of the Jewish and the Hebrew people who were in Egypt did not come by miracle. They had to work. When Moses wanted to pray, one time God told him, stop praying and jig your stick and hit it on the sea. You have the Eastern Security Network. You have the resources in the diaspora. You have everything it takes. Now you must act. You must do what it takes. You must pay the price. You must do what it takes. Do you deserve freedom? Prove it. God bless you, my Biafran people. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we will go back to continue straight into Amba to Amba, one of the Ambazonian prisoners of war. One manager, one of our prisoners who is in Kundengi maximum prison. We have just getting report from one of our informant who works within the lawyers there, and this may be surprising to a lot of people because they have gone so far. This man was a manager of Guarantee Express, Yaoundé Douala Road. He was a Guarantee Express manager. He's called Angu Tongu Angu. Mr. Tongu Angu, let me put up his picture here. Mr. Tongu Angu. So an Ambazonian prisoners of war, Mr. Tongu Angu, where he be na the VIP manager for Brasserie for Guarantee Express for Yaoundé Douala Road. Where one black leg for Babanki go report for La Republique say because he get problem, he go set it up, say this so he be na the coin captain captain veteran. This innocent man working Douala Yaoundé Road, he get a small business with motor that according to it the lawyer they tell we. This man, then just set it up like that. They arrest him. Just like play, carry go for Konengi. Today they ran sentence to 11 years imprisonment for terrorism. And all those charges where all those other people didn't get them for Eastern Kundengi. 11 years imprisonment, a fine of 1 million on charges that he is the evidence where the talk say the court the talk say he been an ADF commander. Pai owner come commander veteran. They say they call it commander veteran. Say he been an ADF commander veteran. Can you imagine? You should know that any Ambazonian living your peaceful life, your life can end up like this if we don't come out of this mess. Just look at the power. It reminds me of the people I know around my neighborhood. Innocent man in prison. Look at Mancho BBC. What did he do? Nothing. Mancho BBC even wanted to stop the protest. I remember we were fighting with him one time. He was trying to stop the protest. He's there in prison to make a point to us. Paul Biya is sending us a message that you are all slave. You are less than a citizen. I can do what you want. I want with you. So this guy, from what our informant is giving us, this guy actually bribed the court, the magistrate of that court. I'll put this information out there so that everybody should know what is going on. You have they have the bench. They call it the president bench, and then you have the government bench of the prosecutors there. So the president of this court, let me put up his image. What is that guy's image? The president of this court. Do I have his picture here? The president of this court actually took bribe. They asked this man to pay money because they know he's an innocent man. This is the only picture I can get. I'll look for another picture later on because of Roch. This is him when he was in Bamenda. So the magistrate of the president of this court, his bench, there are three of them. This one is Sikati Kamu Emi. Sikati Kamu Emi. He's the president of the military tribunal. His bench including Hamza Ibrahim, Buena Victor, Rock. The three of these judges asked this man to pay 500,000 CFR. And then the prosecutor's bench, I'll call the names. There are two of them. You have Commandant Chufu Salvador Constance Fru. This one even looks like an Ambazonian. They also have Captain Mvondo Isa Lionel. These are their names. Look them up. Look for their investigation. If you know these people, you have information about them, give it to us. So this is the president bench of this tribunal. They asked for him 500,000. Then their prosecutor also asked for him 500,000 because they know he is clean. They took that money and still sentenced this man for 11 years imprisonment for nothing like that. This is the country we are living in. A businessman working in guarantee. What time would he have to be doing Ambazonia thing? Just for a black leg to go and set him up and say this man is a Cap Commander veteran. How do Baban Kiman, where Pa Ashia will go fight for this freedom, will fight for your justice, it and become one of the many where they live for prison, will get for make sure say me no other person for no future generation it get inside the same problem. So I will take una for inside the great city of Bamenda. Before I want to take una for give una this story, make I just show una my town because I be a proud Bamenda boy. Now the city this of Bamenda, a beautiful town. Look at all the buildings for Bamenda. All are built by the diaspora. All na money for abroad. They don't try for make a move poor, for do everything. But we all the Bamenda people are backward boy them. We don't make sure say me our town it look beautiful. We don't do everything for keep them beautiful. But la Republic na a canker worm where they then for kill and for destroy. So for inside Bamenda, they boy them for 4 years. I want people to know say for Bamenda we get the ADF. Some boy they never have Quen for 4 year junction day. When na Tiger picking them, Tiger for Bafut. They come for they do a lot of rough work. Tiger need to take responsibility for this picking them. He need to take responsibility. Tiger you been a papa for picking. All commander then need to take responsibility for the actual way that picking they do. Supervise your soldier they mean they no picking they do rough work. Yes, they fight, but me they need to do rough work. Because that rough work they put the whole liberation for jeopardy. If ADF they do rough work, we will also call them for here. We will follow na the evidence. Any man we don't complain, we don't investigate them. So yesterday they don't come for inside Bamenda town, for inside Nkwen Motor Park Day. They don't start beginning the institute, they try for put ghost town, me go up, but they over put eye for palava money. So now wait till this way that happen where the fire boy and do it yesterday. Then come for inside town for Bamenda Nkwen. People they run how they shoot gun to take La Republic military run past civilian. So now watch this video, this report.
Okay, bro. Na rendezvous junction this one from Mosan. Yesterday, 11th of August 2021. Now for here they shoot some guy 4 times. They can't put you for middle road. Talk me jig and them for up. So they shoot you for a chest, shoot you for the other arm, then shoot the left right foot, shoot the right side foot, then leave you for the go. I think he sleep around. He sleep for there like 30 minutes, then they can't carry you go. Now for this junction, so man of you know whether they shoot the guy, so you don't do now wait.
So now report that from ground where it show where to where happen. Then say the fire boy then come for day, they can catch some boy, put it for down, talk me Jackie hand for up, then shoot it for a 2 foot, shoot it for a chest, they don't carry, we don't hear say the boy there for hospital and need to undergo treatment. We don't hear also last week they can kill some man and a woman for A2 street. Then talk say that woman, it be been the man be the sir for Ghost Town Day, so they want enforce na Ghost Town Day, na so don't follow up then talk. The one to carry the man go down for questioning, the man resist arrest, he who one of them for bike, struggle for fight them, shout me woman come for the woman one come in that fear, then open fire and killing the man and the woman. A very, very sad situation. We try to talk for the boy them, for give them advice and for help them, but these are not ADF soldiers. And we try to advise them, make them be for follow some just normal things that will protect themselves and also will protect civilians, will not get any civilian casualties unintended in this case. But the whole activity of these guys, we call them sister forces because they are part of the Seven Qatar. There have been so much complaint coming there, and Tiger, you have to do something. This is not good. It's not good. So these are the guys of Foya. We'll be calling the names, calling everybody by the name, so that me all man, it take responsibility for their action and their activity, not just the credit. So for inside the big state, for inside somebody to call, inside a great state for inside Manu, we also they don't release the four people where they be arrest them for Manu, for Upper Banyang. And wait way it used to happen, I say La Republic they agent them. They know influencer. When things are happening, these influencers they will begin pick up their phone call one or two influencer inside the revolution live for them. Say ADF, if Fang Dan come for a village, can't catch people. If Fang Dan do this one, if Fang ADF they do harass this one, say na ADF we all a lie. We don't show the video for how they call the population where they be involved. Because we don't ban make no community no catch Amber boy we never contact with for explain what really happen unless we already fail, we'll be unable for bring in peace. But make every community then protect themselves against fake Amber boys or gangs where they don't begin the turn for against our civilians then. But if those soldiers then be under any structure, we must work with that structure for bring order. We no fit allow civilian and meet arrest any Ambazonian soldier. And then they talk about gangs. If na one way we establish and say na a gang, then civilian they fit handle am. But if na an Ambazonian soldier we don't take oath for sacrifice the life of the population, no matter what way they do am, una level me the structure take care of that, handle that case. So then finally the ADF then release the sister for General Lokobi, where they be catchy, they be arrested among the four people where they sell brasseries drink for inside Manu. They are release them today. They don't go back. They never collect any ransom for their family or any money. Make a play the video. And this video, it get a very big revelation for inside. When I listen, when I hear where to way it happened.
Brother, make us Madam Comfort family and which village?
So now General Elokobi is sister this. Where then catch he run go hide for some bar, then go catch it for that bar. Maybe when I hear what it happen, he run go hide for that bar, then catch it for that bar. They no catching that because say it be General local be family member. We need to catch with the family member. But now because they will be get intel, say they communicate with the Republic. We don't finish the investigation, then carry you go for headquarters for interrogation for safe place for your own safety. Because if they keep you around area where they hot, they feel La Republic also feel easily kill you. So they don't do investigation or they don't release it. In the course of that particular place where they catch you where get brasseries they are the same bar way the ADF didn't come for the last, I think almost the beginning of this year. Then warn the people where they sell for them, they no sell brasseries again. So they meet up brasseries and they then carry them go. Because also we will also get information say that people them most people the way they sell brasseries, La Republique, their military, they always give them phone number, maybe they communicate with them in case Ambazonia they do want to enforce our ban for brasseries drink. So they will move those people out of that area for their safety, for interrogate them. When I go watch, when I go hear way to way, one of them reveal them. This one no be some two ways some man put them a mop, no be some two will be the expect them. When I go hear how they unfold, wait till it happen for inside Lebialem.
That one.
Ma forward them.
What is your husband name, your parent? And what is your brother name? People in our place now, yeah.
2021.
The boy this one listen very carefully.
February 2021.
Yes, when I lost my big sister.
The one who.
Yes,
Now which month is?
for 2000.
That is closer to you that you know is your brother.
They want you for how long?
They will warn me for February, say na last this
February for which year and which month?
for 2021.
February 2021.
Yes, when I lost my big sister.
The one who.
Yeah, the
Now which
doctor
month
say
is?
na
Why you not leave am? You continue still am. Just enter inside Ambazonia. Where you see the way remember?
But now listen for wait till this boy go reveal them.
Leave them for what's up, leave them.
So now the year it talk say this mimbo, the brassaris mimbo they pass now for Lebialem, the commanding officer we are the questioning, it no be even be so much concern about how that mimbo they enter too much. So me wanna hear wait we reveal them.
Libya them is tell me saying chang, not tell me say Libya them.
You pass Chang, they enter Libya.
After I pass in Chang, you pass for Osai.
After you pass Chang, you can pass for Tungong. After Tungong, Alo. After Lo, you enter Menji.
When I would control other side.
Other side, na Fimasha.
How you do pass with him, I don't know.
I'm not really explain because if it was stop.
You hide them. Me no send because you know see when he catch you will kill you.
No, that's even not for allow, not for get them because we decide now.
So you never tell me say allow money pass them.
So now here, it be been just a question from nowhere. The boy they reveal something there very, very damaging. They ask you, who said they buy brassaris mimbo? He say now one way be remain for a store since the last time where the ADF come warning me stop for sell brassaris. The artist say now how he do get the supply? He say the commander from Chang. The artist say the commander from Chang how he go do commander from Chang come to you right for inside manu. He say he pass through Libialem, pass through Alo and all those places. When I hear the word for the commanding officer, they ask you say how he go do pass for area where few Masha did it. They even call us say few Masha my brother. So me wanna know say there is no malice. When I hear the revolution, my rewind and small player me wanna hear. When I listen.
Enter Menji.
When I would control other side.
Other side na Fimasha.
How you do pass with him, I don't know.
I'm not really explain because if it was stop.
You hide them. Me no send because you know see when he catch you will kill you.
No, that's even not for allow, not for get them because we decide now.
So you never tell me say allow money pass them.
It not be the camp, truly.
According to your statement, say if you know the Allah, that means say
Yes,
Allah.
Allow. Say me come now.
He give you some permit and some advantage of carrying this product into Ambazonia.
Na the motorcycle, na the motor people the way take authorization.
So now here, even the way where they ask the question, now a way where they threaten me, where he go even fear for even talking a few Masha. But the boy they see talk him for sure and I say, now wait where the boy they talk him, not true. He even talks in a few Masha, he bike people them. The motor they come now one the way they make arrangement with few Masha for supply brassaris drinks. Una the year? Mafia.
Motor people take authorization for who? That's what the motor people tell you. Why you talk left my brother?
Because they tell we say if they not forgive them the right, they not for the drink memo. Because they don't stop.
Who give them right? Who give them right?
Say na pa give them right.
Pa na who?
Fimasha. Say na he give them right.
Say me do ah.
Say make the sell this brassaris brand and that the pass na throw the place before they cancel am for it.
But inside Ambazonia, Ambazonia board na say we no one brassaris.
Yes, it be so, but the thing where it did now say will not be get any other choice because the kaji way they be talk and not the rich way so they today.
So una the year, few Masha for Lebialem, he don't collect money for brassaris, they allow brassaris drinks them. Me they pass the supply am not be only for inside territory, but me they supply and go right for inside manu. They supply since we don't block the side them for inside Manfi and all those other side them. Brassaris drink the see come na true allow. Pass a Menji. Supply so they can enter inside manu from Chang. Now the mafia then that way they go on. Now the compromise in that way they go on. What will be tell when I say Tasang, poor Tasang, the Cameroon minister and pay. When I see the kind of things where they do. For they get some unit the way they operate on their own for the Red Dragons, where they do a marvelous job. May una open una eye for who Fimasha he actually be. Una open una eye. This show na a show where we know they bring Connie, we bring una the evidence. We need to make allegation against any person. We just simply follow the evidence so that we gonna shine eye, una know which way it happen. So ladies and gentlemen, we no go waste una time. We would go take una straight for inside Bui. The Ambazonia Defense Forces they carry out a very big attack for inside Bui. But before I want to take una for that attack, I don't want to show una way to where our people them for inside Bui they suffer because the Bui warrior them since this Sako Ikome, their so-called IG they rank come with this their policy for begin send boy them go to collect tax for civilians them when they generate this kidnapping for ransom the whole this year. Now things and this will the face some for inside ground zero. This one a document where the in Sobui people them they come now two specific come them for inside Bui. They ran right later they ask villagers them business them for inside village for Meluf and for Kumbu town around St. Augustine area. Say me all businessman he pay 50,000. Then give them now 1 or 2 weeks. If they not pay that money, me then close their shop. When I have see later where they write about civilians, say me every household pay 105,000, 10,000. If person no want and they go drive the person of village. With all the suffer who are people that they suffer. Now who they push the boy that made they do this bad thing? When I see Sako, he don't come out, time where they don't talk to the one make lockdown for 3 months. He shame because the whole population know say na very bad thing. He come out can stop him. If Sako too, he know all these things the way we know say he know. Say he know then have spoil this revolution. Why he no go come out can talk say me then left our poor people them for Melu where they do business. Me then continue to do their business. You know if they charge people them 5,000. Why una no go take money for that draft when I talk say una they collect money for draft for diaspora. So why una they collect money for diaspora they chop them? They go again for ground, they collect money for people that in this type of way. Who wanna know say that people they no get them. Una want turn all these people that now against the struggle. Because una already know say if una ask person this type of money for village, una already push that person where if no be bad heart, it go report for a kelebe them. Can't show una place una day. Maybe una already be sure say they no fit go report for a kelebe them because una already get una mafia or una they already do una transaction there for day. Now why don't they do all these things there? So we try to bring all man together. But when una they come against our people in a manner where it will turn them against the liberation, we'll be forced to stand and protect the integrity for the revolution and inform the people for Meluf and Kumbu Center, people for around St. Augustine. So we don't deny this type of thing, now bad thing. The spirit for this boy where they do these things, represent the conduct of all the Ambazonia Defense Forces and our sister and our brother forces. Represent them. This nonsense have to stop. In other side, for instance, Bui, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, the Bui Brigade, it don't try to squeeze La Republic because they don't can make that a nonsense say Bui clean. So we don't corner them, they don't be reduced for some small bunker them. We round them, so we don't go advance for take some position them for inside Ma for challenge them also because we want squeeze them as today for do a new policy who are not go overgive the information. And our proud soldier in this, they ran for that checkpoint for almost, I think, 4 days. They ran be challenged. They may be ambushed by La Republic. Then get a counter attack, successfully neutralizing to La Republic their soldier. Then I would give you a sneak peek into that brigade. It will be in 3 different units for 3 different locations. Very, very good formation. Very, very tactical on the field. All the trainings they go on very well. So this is one of our unit moving towards that
2021
location.
This ADF for Bui. Yes, now we this for route. We don't overweight military. Them we know this here for the. So now we this.
Now inside the great state of Bui.
Them. Yes, now then this now you the pass so. Commander for Colonel 1, see na ADF so, ADF for road with ADF and tongue for Kaikelage. So now we so.
So now our soldier, this now boy and that they don't take up that position for the past day. Them La Republic if finally can challenge them, then launch them an ambush, then successfully defend themselves, and then they launch a counter attack for La Republic to Cameroon as well.
Yes. We ADF now for Bush. For yellow base General Kumbo your cafe so na picking them this for road na Commander Meliwan Mamadis so we didn't have a kaikela for Wangolum so look am na
So overnight,
this try to make peace come for boy.
now when I see the video, footages and that. Eventually, I think the War Council will release the footages. They will get a heavy attack, and after they will get a very good, successful counter attack against the La Republique. They don't show and say ADF. It get very big canas. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will take una inside as we go. We go take una now for go for inside which way it happen. I think so. Una run here, but una nobody here for Capo Daniel also. If una nobody here for Mr. Connie, that means una nobody here fine. And my brother Lucas Asu, I think he go to come up very soon. So it not be feel fine, but it be okay now. It be okay. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to take una for inside. Una run here say. Sako Ikome, he then expose himself once more. All man knows the legitimate fighter, a freedom fighter. Nam for inside Nigeria, then Nnamdi Kanu be one of the leaders them for the Biafran factions and where they fight semi Biafran get independence. Now a selfless individual like Dr. Cho Ayaba, the two of them, they don't come together, very good friends. The chemistry is perfect. Sako Ikome, all na know very well. Say the poor Bia Bivondo, they don't tie skin with Buhari government. Now, very good government that they work together. As a matter of fact, Nigeria and same military they can participate for Cameroon, their national parade. Just last year, they can celebrate for inside presidency. They exchange, they work together, and so they be using Ambakash Seseko. They don't send minister for each other, they don't shake hands, they work hand in hand. Emmanuel Macron, he don't fix their road very well. All man know say, na Nigeria, na enemy for Ambazonia. They don't just sign degree. Just recently, Cameroon Minister of Defense go for Nigeria. Then go sign a pact for fight against Ambazonia. You go feel say any man way he know say these people they are enemy for Ambazonia. He go keep away from them. But Sako they glad say international news they talk. Say they don't ask help. The one na Connie for ask bribe for Buhari. Where Sako don't come. Or na one way they already collect them. Seni make it can give legitimacy for the fight way. Buhari and La Republique did one fight we against the people's right for Ambazonia.
African giant to look into the alleged genocide ongoing in southern Cameroon. The leader in a virtual media briefing also dissociated himself from the secessionist group Indigenous People of Biafra. Moyo Thomas.
So this na news where they go up for international news now. Say Sako Ekome, it is solicited help from Buhari government for Nigeria. I no one play all the video they give bridge for give them publicity for their nonsense where they talk am. So Sako they ask help for the enemy. Sako the one work with the enemy. Now he go knock the door for the enemy. If this one not open una eye, say this man done chop money for sell Ambazonia. This petty criminal, nothing no go open your eye. The war report it don't come, war bank report it don't come inform Ambazonia. Say Sako privately that accept federation. It work. The document actually say it is support federalism privately. So you know what surprise when I say they go use it for try to suppress and for collaborate with Buhari so that they fit try to narrow into our place where they supply get weapons for inside Nigeria. When I remember say it will make this thing where the international press they don't can interview we for the ADF. We don't grant them interview. Part of that interview will be even show for DWTV. Make me look if I get those footages where they talk about Ambazonian Biafra.
With a breakaway state they call Ambazonia, and they are looking for new ways to extend their influence. In April this year, a faction of the secessionist movement announced a cross-border partnership with Nigerian separatist group, the Indigenous People of Biafra.
About the alliance between the governing.
So the one na big international press. I want for forward and make una hear this. The special where them bring specialists them.
Conflict in Cameroon. He says attacks from separatists have increased since their partnership with the Biafrans.
Recently, we have seen after the collaboration, how the separatist fighters have grown from strength to strength. They have been a wide use of.
So the one na expert them for the ground. They testify. Say since the alliance between the Ambazonian Defense Forces, the Ambazonia Governing Council, and the indigenous people of Biafra, Dr. Cho Ayaba and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they have come together. Things are changing on the ground for the good for Ambazonia. More weaponry. I cannot show on a picture. I don't see that 36 mile they put some video for bomb them. If we show them thing the game for ground zero, you will be surprised. 90% of those explosives the way they come for our ground for grounding are because of this alliance. I no need for begin show una wait till it happen. Una be see Sheikh Kavi. Ma bring up those picture of Sheikh Kavi where they do military diplomacy for black market. Ma bring that picture. This is Sheikh Kavi. Before this struggle, one come before now the one see where weapon they come ADF they get weapon. Now Sheikh Kavi this. When I see this picture of my back, now Sheikh Kavi that weapon and now soon for black market will be done. The ADF done work hard for secure weapon transfer from Biafra land into Ambazonia. When these people that they go for black market, they go see those weapons. It is not coming there by mistake. It is as a result of heavy work. When I be here when sometimes success Congo become knock D for ADF take one money chop am. The time where they be fight, work hard, travel, go from north to south for chat for all over the world looking for resources to liberate our homeland. They don't succeed. Due to our alliance with Biafrans, it don't even open bigger doors and more fatter things are coming. Now only money it lack. So Sako, the one come now for can fight against this success. That is why when I see it go knock door for Buhari, for talk say if he be there like if he can say we, he go either volunteer himself for say we. Yesterday they don't go bring this woman, Sisi Buckler. I be so happy with Ambazonia and their reaction. It shows say our education, our revolutionary education, it don't really work very well for our people because I don't even get time apart from our initial statement we will release them. For that initial statement, I made a mistake. For that initial statement, but it was fantastic, and our people they react very well. Everybody go they say this is lie. We will not just believe something because somebody's skin is white, because that is the only evidence she have. Her skin is white. She just threw things out there, no evidence, no substantiation, lying. And I think everybody have seen who this woman is. This white lady, where they call her Sisi Buckler. This is a client. This woman is a client of La République du Cameroon. Now, Cameroon offers services for the Cameroon government. Just like all these NGOs, the way they go say they want to go make this Saliliku, all this type of NGO. Now, small, you even want to say this small woman, they want to find money for Ambazonia and Awiti. When I see go fund me where that make them. So the woman, in a client where it don't subscribe for Cameroon, might bring up the other flyers. When I see and this one for a website, he also there too for a link page. The service is where the woman they provide for Cameroon government. In circle for the talks about it. If you want bring peaceful solution to the ongoing so-called Anglophone crisis, he get a project for culminated in the development of bold and historic resolution for peace, which calls upon the government and civilians and citizens of the world to help bring peace, justice, and equality to Cameroon. I think the words a bit small. I hope a bit okay. So this one is a project where the woman has submit them for Cameroon. The Cameroon government that admit them. According to the project, I know fish zoom and very well for the picture be very the writing will be very small. According to the project, it talks say it plan for bring in IDPs them, internally displaced people them, for join them with Francophone them, mean they make a peace, bring peace for Cameroon. So this woman is not competent. She is not credible. She is a financial beneficiary for the Cameroon government, feeding fat from Ambazonian war. She is not different from those women the way those white people the way probably bring them can parade and say na Transparency International me they can observe election. This one now just a big liar. I don't even think we were looking at her like a spy, but our intelligence analysis they are saying that they cannot see any sign that this woman is even a spy, because if you look at the way she's lying, it is so obvious. She doesn't even know how to lie. Let me play an excerpt of the video. You listen to what this woman would say. A spy will not even say things as ridiculous as what she was saying. So make her bring the video. Make gonna hear a little bit of what the woman talk.
Clear picture of what was going on there. What we've been able to establish is that Eli Smith was the agent who was going in between Mika. Mika was his agent, I guess, who was then talking to the fighters. Am I correct? Ambazonian fighters.
Yes, you're correct. And Micah apparently is one of several agents whose role is to lure fighters from the bushes and into the DDR centers. And
so this woman, they actually talk for public, say NGO, international NGO them, they convert fighters to La République, their so-called whatever come they call them. Under normal circumstances, such statements they need to make us overhaul all activity of all humanitarian workers on the ground, to investigate them, to make sure say their communication or contact with our forces them, they need to use them as a disarmament policy will be out of their scope as humanitarian worker. So the fact say this woman they set up all United Nations workers, all humanitarian workers them by this statement, by trying to implicate them, linking them with Cameroon military activities to disarm Amazonia forces. Did you show una say na a lame? I don't want to crush the girl because na a woman. But it just show now how ridiculous her allegation is. Setting up organization like that. If she was actually a spy, she would not do that, because it's so stupid. But as ridiculous as it is, I think they will just believe say as his skin na white skin, we could just fall for the Ambazonia, they will just fall for the bed. Our people are better than that, and we are very happy to see the effect of our education, political education to our people. Ignore what this woman says. If there is anything you have to take out from this one, and I say this is another proof that Chris Anu is working against this liberation movement, trying to use lies and fake news and collaborating with La Republic to stop the hardliners, the nationalists, according to the World Bank report, for us to attain our independence. When I ignore her, she is inconsequential. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take una for inside Angem, for inside Womb Center. Una see video footages where they show how the civilian they don't come out, they cry about this kidnapping. They don't kidnap people there for womb too much. Make a bring up for una for tell una wait to wait. It already go on for inside Womb, for Womb Center, for inside the great state of Menchum. This one are the video footages where the commodity come from. So our people in this womb, they cry. So this morning time, some might call and say unknown armed men, because we know them now, but for the sake of narration, men they will go on the rank can catch two picking them for the teenager them. One 14 years, one 16 years. Now you make a people they don't vex. Because this Fulani vigilante group La Republic, they don't arm them. They don't rape picking them for inside womb for 2 weeks consecutively. Now they don't come for some house, so they can catch two picking them for the goat and for bush. Now you people then come also, they cry for outside. People
whether na Iron person, whether na a person, Now the decision that we will come and say, we'll be ready. Whether the military they will made the key or we. Because we don't tire for run outside, leave with compound then. We'll not be ready for go outside again. We want die for our place, make the bury for our place.
So now the population this there are rise up, then go meet up the colonial administration, then talk for them say, then be ready for die. The reason we are not say they need for lions then and they know for the talk thing then clear. They talk so what are military they for bush because they know say those people the way they for those vigilante people where the Cameroon government they don't gives them arms, they work hand and hand with the military, they take ransom, they share the money with the military them, they know exactly which way they happen. Surprise, surprise. As they hold the duo for they then talk for you the colonial duo it convoke commissioner of police, convoke the commandant for the Cameroon military for they, he hold them for they, then talk for they. It won't be for that very evening. Then release that girl them. That one for sure and I say now the same people them now they hold that girl. That same boy the way they do this kidnapping for ransom, then na integral part for La Republique du Cameroon, their military, their activity them for our territory. That means that them so them they encourage those boys, now they don't pay those boys, they use them for send them in and kidnap people them. The population be come off here, then talk say they want go for bush. They want come off here, go for bush, go find their picking the way they don't catch them. The SDO tell them say meet and calm down. They don't talk with military people them. They will talk the boy, they will release the people. Surprise, surprise, then release them. So that one approve. Say all these boys ready to do this rough work, La Republique their hand and lady. Una know very well, ma take the opportunity for highlight una tell una wait down go on for womb day, make una know long time. That way the war be starts on ex-military man be the way down run B. It be switch side very early where the struggle one start. They call na Felix, na Fidelis. They call it Fidelis Suku. They call it na Fide. When I remember it very well. If you work with Tiger One, also if you want to join ADF, if you want open camp for there, I think about 6 camps. All of those camps are for whom? Each of those camps they begin more than 50 soldiers. They not be ready to be armed because we be still the struggle for new weapons them. At that time also, I think I be there with Tiger One. Whom be very, very well. Before La Republique, their military camp. The guy they call it Franco Prince Frank for IG. They don't come for they come for this. They want bring this nonsense thing. They can't make us so set up that guy. Small 1 year that guy come up and mean that he want go for whom. La Republique the military intercept. That was all. All the other soldiers they did them for them. Then just run so and go for ESU. Now they be the fight for ESU. Now they go reinforce ESU. So picking the Nando scatter for them with no leadership. With the IG they don't go bring the La Republique guy. This guy na Cameroon military active service military man for America they. He can't convert soldier them, send them for La Republique their DDR center. La Republique they take that same soldier them, they use them for they do kidnapping for ransom. The guy where they carry out the kidnapping for ransom, he named na Commander Hammer. Commander Hammer for whom? I think all man for whom know ye. All man for whom know ye. Military they say ni na they can't kidnap your own people then. That means they don't hold it for neck. These are the result of Sako Ikome. Where they come begin the same people they meet and go begin to do all the nonsense thing. Collect money chopper. Now the result in this whole decision today, why woman did they cry? Mommy did they cry for inside womb. But we thank God say the Pekin Deran be released. We will continue to work with the call on our general way, our commander way there for inside womb. Commander talk and do. For try to integrate some of those boys them where they for whom they don't be lost, they no get place for go, they know the day around. Robosco too way there for down that side for he don't go back for boom day. They don't left the place to drive for Tiger One. So a lot of soldiers then there for whom they don't be lost. The one the way they know go for that DDR center where they misuse them, they don't run go for inside or run go for plenty place them. When I try for come back, when I contact we, when I need for answer this duty call, we need for make womb and meant to me be great. When I join when I brother me then when I turn up more, maybe we finish this fight with La Republique. So a lot of things then they will need for bring up for now, but because of lack of time, including a message from General Sumanguru, because of lack of time, I need to end the show now. We will continue the show tomorrow. God bless you now. Make this our revolution. It be short. May me independence, freedom, civil liberty. It be in a free Ambazonia, an independent country forevermore. Ciao. God bless you.